morning, children. In our previous class, we discussed about some natural phenomena, and in the natural phenomena, we discussed about lightning, thundering, and volcanoes, earthquakes. Related to that, also, I gave one YouTube video. Just by seeing that, also, you will understand that how the lightning occurs, how the electric discharge takes from cloud to cloud or cloud to earth. And earthquake is nothing but sudden shaking or trembling of the earth due to plates. Earth is have a crust, core and a mantle, and that they are made up of a plates. Due to the collision of the plates, what happens when they are moving, when it comes from one under the other, this makes slight shaking and trembling of the earth, and that will call it as a earthquake. Seismograph and seismoscope are the devices to measure the intensity of the earthquake with the help of a Richter scale. But we cannot guess and where it happens. So we cannot going to predict the earthquakes. Even lightning, cyclones can be predicted. We can protect ourselves before predicting. But this earthquake cannot be guessed even when and where it is going to happen. It is likely to happen in some zones where it is seismic, they are said to be seismic zones or a earthquake zones, and our Hyderabad is located in a second zone. There is a chance to get a earthquake, not frequently, rarely. Okay, that's about our some natural phenomena. I have to give the notes of this. And 11th lesson, it is totally deleted from the portion. And the 12th chapter which you are seeing on the screen, the graphs of motion, is the last lesson, children. In class 7th, we studied about the motion, types of motions and relation between speed, distance and time. Yes, in your previous class, the last class, you discussed about the motion, types of motions. Translatory motion, rotatory motion, vibratory motion, to and fro motion is said to be vibratory motion, circular motion. All these are the types of a motions. And relation between speed, distance and time. Speed, distance and time. Speed is nothing but distance by time. So from this we came to know that there is a relation between speed, time and distance, and we have so many types of motions, that is translatory, rotatory and vibratory, oscillatory, circular motions. Can we describe motion by using graphs? Yes. Let us talk about some situations where we can use the data and can present in the form of a graphs. Have you traveled in a bus or a train or a bullock cart or a auto rickshaw? Try to recall a trip you made and answer the following questions. Where did you begin your journey? From where did you go? What was the distance between these two places? How long did it take for you to make a trip? What was the average distance your vehicle, bus, train, bullock cart or auto travelled in 1 hour? The distance travelled by the object in unit time is called average speed of the object. And the equation is given for the average speed of the object is given by total distance travelled by time taken to cover that distance. What is the average speed formula? Total distance travelled by time taken. So he is asking, say some situations where you travelled in a bus, train, bullock cart or a auto. And if you have travelled, the following should be observed when you are travelling. When your journey began and where did you go? Okay. What was the distance between two places? How long it takes to reach the trip or to complete the trip, to make the trip? And average speed. Average speed is nothing but distance travelled by time taken. Okay. Next. If you measure the distance in kilometers and time in hours, the unit of speed will be kilometer per hour. That is kmph, kilometer per hour. When we will say that time is in a, average speed is in a kilometer per hours, distance is measured in kilometers and time is measured in hours. 1 hour, just I am travelling 4 kilometers. Means the distance in kilometers and time is taken in a hours. At that time we will call it as a kmph, kilometer per hour. Okay. We can use other units to measure the time and distance also. Can we guess the unit of speed if a distance covered in centimeters time in centimeters per second? Centimeters per second. What will be the unit of speed if the distance covered measured in meters and the time is in minutes? Meters per minute. Raju travelled 15 kilometers in 3 hours. Calculate his average speed and write the correct unit of this speed. Raju travelled 15 kilometers in 3 hours. Calculate the average speed and write the correct unit of speed. Write the correct unit of a speed. So 15 kilometers per hour, hours, and average speed, and write the correct unit of speed. 15 kilometers is nothing but 15 by 3, that is 3 ones are 3 5s are, that is kmph, kilometers per hour. Note, it is important to mention that unit when we denote any quantity like distance, time, speed, weight, etc. Otherwise, it becomes meaningless. So, always remember to write the unit after the quantity that you denote. Clear, children? So, what is asking? If you want to write any physical quantity without units, it does not give any meaning. It is a meaningless. So, if you want to describe any quantity like time, distance, speed, weight, frequency, force, pressure, velocity, distance, acceleration, deceleration, all these are known as physical quantities. So without unit, no meaning for them, meaningless. So don't denote like that. With the units you have to represent. Okay, there are many different ways in which you can describe a journey. In this chapter, we shall learn how to use a graphs and represent motion. We shall also see in other ways graphs of motion can be useful to us. Swati walked from her home to the school. The details of her journey are given in the table 1. First 2 minutes 120 and 2 to 4 minutes. Second 2 minutes 120, 4 to 6, third 2 minutes 120, fourth minute 120, fifth minute 120, sixth 2 minutes 120. So these details tells us the distance Swati travelled and consecutive 2 minutes segments of her journey, but she does not tell us how far she walked at any given time interval. For example, say after 10 minutes, so if you will not find the distance from our home to our school just by looking at the table. To get this information, we must represent the data in the table in different way. We must show the total elapsed time and total distance in a table. Now this is the way. Total elapsed time, that is 2, and a total distance covered, first is 240, second minute is third minute is 360, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. 12 hours, how much distance she covered? In 12 minutes she covered 720 meters, and by using that you can plot a graph. How you will plot the graph? Just you check by using that you can draw the graph. See here, this is a graph you have learned. Let us use this data to make a graph of Swati's journey showing the time. Always on a x-axis distance covered, time on a x-axis, and distance covered on a y-axis. What should be plotted on x-axis? Always time, and distance should be plotted on a y-axis. Using this data as well as the conditions, what are the conditions? Always on the x-axis you present the time, on the y-axis distance. By using this you can draw the graph. See here, this graph is drawn by using that data. See, the y-axis, what is the distance travelled in meters, and x-axis time in minutes. This graph shows Swati's journey from her home to school. Why we should take time on x-axis and distance covered on a y-axis? Why? A graph is not a map. A graph is not a map. Map will use the route map. It use the correct guidance to reach our home or any destination. But it shows a distance. That's all. It shows the distance. Only The area covered it is shown by using the graph, no other landmarks, nothing. But route map will have this so many landmarks and the distance covered and the points, turnings, everything. That is the difference between map and a graph. You must remember that graph you have drawn and other graphs you will draw in the chapter are the graphs that plotted time elapsed against the distance. They are not maps showing the route of journey. Never make a mistake of thinking that graph shows the route of the journey. Graph shows only distance covered, but it never shows the route, how you are traveling. Okay, that is the difference between graph and a map. Figure 1 map showing the route from Swati's home to the school. Swati can walk in so many ways to the school. Can you estimate how long Swati takes to reach the school in looking the map? Yes, the kilometers are given easily, you can guess. Can we guess how many turnings are there along the road from Swati home to school? Are the road crosses by looking the graph? No. We can't guess how many turnings, how many landmarks are there when by seeing the graph. But by seeing the map, we can say the distance between our home to the school. This is the difference between graph and a map. Clear, children? Can we guess? No. It is evident that information you get from route map can be obtained from a graph. Similarly, information about the speed at which Swati walked can be obtained only from the graph, not for the map. Okay? Only for the graph you can obtain the relation, but not for the map. Did Swati cover an equal distance in equal interval of a time? Yes. For every 2 minutes, she is covering a 120 meters of a distance. Then, definitely it is said to be equal distance in equal interval of time. If any object covers equal distance in equal interval of a time, such motion is said to be a uniform motion. Clear, children? Here, in this lesson, we are going to learn graphs, how to draw the graphs, representing the graphs of a motion. When an object is in a motion, considering the speed and the time, by using the data, you can draw the graph. Just graph will give the information about the speed, uniform speed or a non-uniform speed, but it never gives information about the distance or the landmarks or so many turnings. So graph is different from the map. Okay, children, this is the last lesson for your 8th class. I have to give the notes for 2 lessons. After this, I am going to give the notes, and 11th lesson is totally deleted from the portion. Okay, children, try to complete your class and submit in the school. Thank you.